Hi guys, my name is Dipender and this is Desi Codes. So it's been a while that I uploaded any new content on this channel. I think it's been almost a year by now. Anyway, here I am back with another series for you guys. But firstly, I would like to thank each one of you who have supported this channel. It means a lot with such a small channel. Like at the moment I have 123 subscribers, but still you guys reaching out and expressing your support, it means a lot. Plus some of you even supported the channel on coffee.com. Again, thank you for that. So without further ado, let's just quickly look at what we're gonna build in this series. So just by the look of it, it's an online store. As you can see at the very top, we have the name of it, DC bookstore, DC short for Desi Codes, and on the right side we got the cart icon. So when the user clicks on it, it pops open a window from the right side containing the cart or the items which are in the cart. As of right now, as there are none, it's showing the message of cart is empty. Pretty obvious. So below we have the categories or genres in this particular case, as it's books. So when the user clicks on any one of them, it's going to filter out all the books based on the genre. And this grouping and filtering is something which we're going to do on the client side. And also this is something which we will be building dynamically, which is something sweet, and I'm going to get back to it in a short while. So over here, as you can see, we got a couple of books that we can add to the cart. So let's just do that real quick. Let's add a couple of books. So once a book is already in the cart, the user will be able to update the quantity with these buttons right over here. They can do the same thing from the cart panel itself right over here. And on the right side, they can see the updated price based on the quantity. And at the very bottom, they can see the total amount of all the items in the cart in respect to their quantity. So after adding the items to the cart, they can click on continue, and in the same panel, in the same space but on a different panel, they'll be asked to enter the required information. In case they fail to do that, or they try to skip this particular or any of these fields and they place an order, it's gonna do the validation on the server side and throw back the errors which we will be displaying respectively for each of the field. So as you can see, these fields are required. For the case of email, it is something which has to be valid, and for this we will be using a regular expression on the server side, and I'm going to provide you the regex so you don't have to worry about that. So let's just quickly fill up the required information, and this email has to be a valid one, because right over here you can see the message that you will receive a confirmation mail once you place the order. So after placing the order, we're going to send them a mail, and within that mail it's going to have the confirmation link, and they have to click on that in order to confirm the link, or the order. So let's just quickly place the order. This is not my number, by the way, and let's place the order. So after the order is placed, it will display the message of order placed, a confirmation mail has been sent, the link is valid for the next 5 minutes, which is again something sweet. And for this we will be using a temporary database. More on that in the series. So let's just quickly take a look at the mail that we used, and there we have. So at the moment it has the the sender as me, because we will be using we're going to use Gmail with Node Mailer in order to send the mail. So the mail that I'm using to send the mail is the same one that I'm testing on, and that's the reason why it is me. But in your case, or in the case of a customer, it's going to be the sender ID would be this one, and the recipient would be their email ID. Anyway, the content of the mail goes like this. Click on the link to confirm the order. There we have the link, and below we have all the items that were in the cart, that are in the order. And also each of the item has their own respective quantity, as you can see. Now the thing is, in case you want to take it a step further and you want to kind of customize this thing, feel free to do that. Take it a step further, and it's completely HTML, so you do have the provision of using any HTML what do we call it, the mail template, something like that, in order to make it look a bit better. But just for the sake of simplicity, I kind of opted to go in this direction. And so there we have like all the items plus the total amount. Forgot to add the $sign anyway. So now if we click on the confirm order link, it's going to redirect the user to an API endpoint on our server. And within that API endpoint, we will be doing all the required steps, as in kind of confirming the order and doing a couple of things. And there we have order successfully confirmed. And if the user tries to revisit the same link, if they try to open the same link twice, they will be presented with this error saying link expired or the order is already confirmed. So we will be removing that temporary record in order to avoid duplicate orders of the same thing, duplicate entries of the same order. So it's not only this, like it doesn't end right over here. The user, the customer will receive another mail from us saying that order is confirmed. Thank you, the name of the user, for placing an order with us. And also we, being the store owner, will also receive a message on a Slack channel. Now, in case you don't know what Slack is, it's a messenger for Teams. You can look it up online. We will be using its webhook to communicate from our server. So over here, you can see that we received a new message, basically the entire order details right over here. Now, the cool part is if you have the Slack application installed on your smartphone, you will even receive the push notification, which kind of makes it a bit more amazing. So I'm not sure whether you can see it, and also like I have the watch, so I received the same notification on that as well. So it's something sweet. Now let's talk about the data source, like where exactly these books are coming from. And I'm pretty sure that you already know. It kind of goes right in the title of the series itself. So we will be we're gonna use a Google Sheet as the data source of this online store. So all the books that you're seeing over here, all the books are coming from this particular sheet. We will be communicating with it using Google APIs. So over here we have all the books, and in case you want to see the proof, if I change this thing to something else, by the way, this is the live version. So if I refresh, the first book name should be changed to something else, like literally over here. So I'm going to change it back to this. And also, like after the order has been confirmed from the customer's side, like after they click on the link, we receive the Slack channel message. Also, the other thing is we will be adding another entry to the same sheet. So right over here in the same Google spreadsheet, we can have multiple worksheets. So the items worksheet is the one which contains all the items of our store, while the orders worksheet is the one which contains all the orders which have been confirmed. So over here you can see the timestamp when it was placed and confirmed. Now we will be taking care of time zone, so don't worry about that. Then we have like all the entered information, full name, mail, contact address, plus the cart in the same format, and also the total amount. So that's the thing, that's the entire thing. It's quite big, like what we will be building in this series. And getting back to the genre thing, the one that I was referring to earlier. So this genre tabs, this is something which we are going to build dynamically. So basically, one second. So basically, like all the items that we're going to get from the Google Sheet, we will be grouping the books with their respective genres. So we will take care of it while building the application. Anyway, so that's that. This is the entire thing which we are going to build. And the other thing, the most important thing to keep in mind before continuing with this series is that it's going to be pretty much similar in terms of approach to the link shortener application. Now, in case you didn't follow up this series, so the idea is that this application that you're seeing right now, the one that I'm presenting, this thing is already developed. I'm recording this particular video at the very end of this series. So then from the next video onwards, the thing is that I will be recording the journey of converting an idea, the objective of using a Google Sheet and building an e-commerce sort of application out of it. I would not call it an e-commerce because it doesn't have like the standard features as in the user authentication or payment gateway. So I would just leave it to online store. The idea is that the thing is that this series is raw, like you will be getting the real life experience and insights of building an actual product from scratch, from taking an idea and to actually build it. So that's it. And it also means that there will be times when we will have to revisit some code and we'll have to refactor or fix some bugs later here and there and kind of refactor the, like organize the project in a better way, stuff like that. It's something which is evident when you're building something, like building a project or an application, whatever you may want to call it. Now the other thing is that you can visit the official site of this channel, which is desicodes.io, and over here you will see the Google Sheet to online store project. So over here you can actually view the information. Basically I covered each one of them in this video itself. And on the second tab, the resources, you're gonna find all the different resources. Firstly, the font family. It's just that you don't have to kind of go to Google Fonts yourself and kind of copy the font from there. So I have it right over here. Then the email verification regex, which we are going to use while kind of verifying that email in the second part of this panel over here. And the color codes. Then we also have a couple of links like store for Google Sheet, Google Sheet for store. So you can go over here and you can click on file and you can make a copy on your own account. So this would save you some time. And one other thing, in case any of these pics they fail to load for some reason, well, the reason would obviously be that the location of these images got changed, because like I'm not the one hosting this, like these images, I just copied them from Amazon itself. So in case you face anything like that, you will have to do a bit of kind of hard, like manual work on your end. Like you'll have to look up online for the cover pics and just place the image right over here. So that's that. And also it has the orders worksheet, like the basic template of it. The order of these columns, it does matter. More on that later in the series. The second link is the project.draw.io. It's basically the diagram of this project. I'll be drawing this diagram in the third video of this series, like the video next to the next one. Hope you get it. So that's the diagram. In case you want to have, you can download it you can download it from here. Then there is also the package JSON. In case, I would recommend that you install the packages, the same version that I will be using while developing this project, just to be on the same page and not face some unexpected errors or bugs. And finally, if you want to get the final source code, you can get it right from here. So that's that. Now, before continuing with the next part, I would just request if you could just subscribe the channel. It would mean a lot. I seriously worked hard on this entire thing, and I hope you enjoy it and you learn quite a lot out of it. So I would leave it to that. And again, thank you for being a part of it.